Everyone, it's time for another 24-hour daily tarot draw and lunar astrology check, and we are looking at the 17th or 18th of August 2021, depending on what part of the world you live in, but we're pretty much looking at 24 hours starting the moment this video is recorded and then subsequently published, which usually happens, just very shortly after. And I do also want to remind new folks that if it doesn't look like I'm looking at the camera, because I'm not, it's because I write this out for my Instagram and Facebook people as well. And so once I've written it out, I'd rather just read what I wrote as opposed to record something and then try to write while remembering what I said. And so that's how I'm going to do these dailies. It just helps me stay more organized. I do also want to remind folks that I do have a lot of new content that has recently gone up. If you've not seen the Uranus retrograde video, Uranus is going retrograde on the 19th. You might want to check that out on my main channel page. And if you want a refresher on what Neptune retrograde and Jupiter retrograde are doing, I put out videos about them as well within the last 2 months. And so you might want to go and do a bit of a refresher. And they're under the Major Astrology Moves playlist. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on when it comes to this day? I have titled this For Real this time. Our card of the day is the World reversed. And we have the moon in Sagittarius, at least until 10:58 p.m. Pacific time, US and Canada, so 95% of the day, where the moon's going to be pretty solid until moving into Capricorn at the very, very end, but that's going to be tomorrow's scope. That's going to be tomorrow's read. During this last day in Sagittarius, the moon is trine to the sun in Leo, square to Neptune retrograde in Pisces, and sextile to Jupiter retrograde in Aquarius. And this is what I wrote down. As I write this, I'm having deja vu. Like deja vu about writing it, but I'm aware that I must have seen this vision at the end of 2012 or even the beginning of 2013. It's strange. This day's energy carries the feel of an opening night following dress rehearsal. The World card reversed is personifying the experience of getting to do over or start fresh with a pursuit or experience that, yes, we may have or have already been engaged in some fashion. But perhaps it has not had the opportunity to reach its highest potential or be set up for success. This energy is changing the course of the future of our intentions to be able to substantiate without interference or uncomplimentary elements involved. Pay attention to where you are being guided to take a dream and give it a fresh start or a restart, a refresh, or a jump start. This restart is blessed to be better fortified and nurtured during this time, as it is allowed to flourish and propagate, and will not precipitate the same outcomes it did before. The energy does not support reliving the past, only transforming what still has potential into something greater. The moon trine to the sun is amplifying awareness and support for that which is truly serving in the highest interest of all concerned, attracting not only attention, but the roads and resources necessary as well. The trine to Jupiter retrograde, well, it's giving us the opportunity to be lifted to higher places promised that were once steered off course because of external influences. We are offered the opportunity to be bolstered in our efforts and protected from contaminating intrusions or collateral experiences. Be mindful that the moon square to Neptune may compel us to over-explain, check in, over-prepare, for potential negativity or variables for concern that this shift could be attracting the same negative influences it did in the past, right? This is one of those situations where it's like, I'm almost worried to do it over again because I don't want to bring in the same experiences I had before. And we've all had those situations where it's like, okay, I'm really interested in taking this pursuit or this project or this connection to this new space. I really want to put it out there. But, when you do, or when you did, maybe the wrong people showed up. It got the attention from the wrong people. It got a lot of support, but you know what? It was just in the wrong crowd, the wrong environment. It attracted the wrong energy. And as I write, This is unnecessary, as we will find not only are we getting a better set-up chance, but the very protection afforded this day is removing any dangers that may come from letting our light shine, so long as it is true. Okay, so long as it is well set up. Of course, we apply common sense, but this is not something that has to necessarily have the same experience that maybe steered things off course in the past. Take this day to start off on an adventure that can have the start it deserves. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.